Test. Alright, here we are, Medford, Oregon. Just quickly go through all this. Everything looks good. Set the parking brakes. Just make sure those work. There we go. Landing gears down. Everything else is good. Alright, that's set. Let's go ahead and jump outside. Do a quick walk around. Tires, struts look good. Okay, leading edge. Let's go ahead and close this. Alright. Okay, no damage. Everything looks good. Good. Tire struts. Alright, set. Alright, just do a quick movement of all the surfaces. Everything looks good. Lights still good. No damage there as well. Okay. And let's jump back up. Alright, let's go ahead and get some power. We got the GPU running, so we'll go ahead and set that now. Okay, navigation, obstacle, and this is, we're currently running X-Plane 1132, that looks good. Everything is up to date for navigational, so that's good. Do a quick lights test real quick here. Okay. Alright, that looks good. Fuel on board, we got 100 pounds each side. MFD's been initialized. Residual ITT is less than 150. That's good.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and check our volts here in a minute. And CAS is as expected. We'll go ahead and shut this door now. Alright, that's set. Let's go ahead and get our ATIS for today. 127.25. 2725. Let's go ahead and set that in nav2. Or COM2, excuse me.
Rogue Valley INTL Medford Information Foxtrot 000.
It'd help if I connect it to Pilot Edge. Okay. We are November 389er Whiskey Sierra. No airline. Let's connect.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Alright, let's try that again.
Rate. Arriving and departing runway 32. RNAV runway 32 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Kilo. Rogue Valley International Airport, ATIS information Kilo. 2353 Zulu. Wind 000 at 10. Visibility 3. Rain, mist. Ceiling 1100 broken, 1500 overcast. Temperature 2. Dew point 1. Altimeter 29908. Arriving and departing runway 32. RNAV runway 32 approach use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have formation Kilo.
Alright, we got Kilo.
Rogue out.
That's set. Let's go ahead and get our ATIS and... Or sorry, we already got the ATIS. Let's get our... That's weird why that just did that. It went blank here on my screen for a second there. One 21.8. Actually, I don't think. Let's see, Rogue Valley. Let's see if Medford is on. It's actually a towered field in Pilot Edge. I don't remember. It's kind of odd here that I don't remember that. Just to make sure, I want to see who I need to contact. Yep, it is towered. There we go. So I'll contact ground on 121.8. Actually, let's look at the. Let's look and see what it says here for clearance. All right, 121.8. I want to check one thing real quick. I need to look at my graphics settings. Alright, that's good. Alright, 121.8.
20 Mike Juliet, Roger, thanks. 0 Mike Juliet, fighting 230 vectors left base, and descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 8,000.
Okay, so if I click in it, I'm getting this flash here. Before I fixed it,
Departure frequency 120.4, squawk 1540, hold for release. Advise how soon until you're ready.
Yeah, sure. No, that's not gonna work. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why this is flickering like that.
Jack 77 November, read that correct. And again, advise how soon until you're ready for departure.
Alright, anyways. Sorry,
Jack 77
I
November,
have to
hold
deal
for
with
release.
it for
Advise
now.
number 1 for departure. November 20 Mike Juliet, advise when you have Reading Airport in sight at 10 to 11 o'clock and 17 miles.
Medford ground. TBM900 Whiskey Sierra is IFR to Santa Rosa.
North 39er Whiskey Sierra, Medford ground, cleared to Santa Rosa Airport, Bird 7 departure, Victor 23, then as filed, maintain a 11000, squawk 2601.
TBM389er Whiskey Sierra is cleared to Santa Rosa Brute 7, Victor 23 as filed, maintain 11,000, squawk 2601.
Number 389er Whiskey Sierra, read back correct.
Alright, so set 11,000. Alright, that's set. Take a look here. Brute 7. Victor 23. Then as filed, which is perfect.
So November, Roger, which runway are you short of?
Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's put this up on the screen. See if we can pull up my plan here. For some reason, it wasn't pulling my nav. Sometimes it doesn't do this. I just don't know why.
0038 1 half,
But whatever.
shot off within 3 minutes, release for departure. Number 0 Mike Juliet, set to maintain 5000.
Beautiful. I don't know why it won't. It's like a bug in this stupid software, I think. Anyways. That's not what I filed, but
Emerald, Air Cessna 81750, holding short, runway 4.
November 81750, Emerald Tower, runway 4, cleared for takeoff, left closed, traffic approved, report midfield downwind each time, wind 040 at 5.
Make left track, report downwind, clear for takeoff, 750.
750, report midfield to downwind each time.
alright. That's what I filed, but I did the Brute
Report
7
midfield
and then the
downwind
rest
each
of
time,
this. So,
750.
alright, let's go ahead and put in our flight plan. Actually, we're gonna go procedure. Yeah, it's been a while, man. God, forget how to do half of this stuff. It's gonna be the Brute 7, expecting 3-2, and that's going to be to Talem, or actually,
7577 November, Seattle departure, ensure transponder mode C ident.
that's going to be to Lipwo. Actually, it's going to be to Talem. go. Enter. We'll load that. That's set. From Talem, it's going to be Victor 23.
Contact 3 miles north of Renton Airport. Altitude indicates 1,700. Maintain 3,000.
Okay, so Victor 23.
Number 902 Tango, turn right heading 340, vectors left downwind runway 17, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain
RBL, which is Red Bluff. Okay, and then we're going to go...
Number 902 Tango, 9,000, affirm at pilot's discretion.
Alright, hold on a second.
Star check 243, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain a 17,000, Fresno altimeter 3005.
I just gotta delete this one.
0 Mike Juliet, any luck on the field? It'll be off your 10 o'clock position and 8 miles. 0 Mike Juliet, cleared visual bridge, runway 16.
Alright, that looks kind of weird, but it's still good. Alright, from Red Bluff, we're going to load Victor 25. Why does it say, let's see here. I'm not sure why Victor 25 is not coming up from Red Bluff here. Let's clear that out. Alright, well, that's kind of weird. Anyways. Let's do this. Oh, I think I know what I did. I was hitting the wrong button. I was going to the wrong
middle, 750.
the wrong spot when I was loading the airway.
750, runway 4, cleared for the approach.
Yeah, there. That's what I did on the departure. You know what I'm gonna do?
Runway 4, clear approach,
So I don't want to have any problems here. I'm gonna do this again. Let's just start this over real quick. I don't want there to be any problems. So we're gonna go procedure. We're gonna depart Route 7, 32, all the way to Talem. Enter, load. Okay. So what I need to do is go from the spot after Talem. I needed to load that airway. I did it from the spot before Talem, basically, so that's why I was doing that. So Talem, and then I'm going to go to Red Bluff. Alright, that's good. So that looks right. So my departure with it includes Talem in there, which is perfect. Okay, and then from here we're going to go load airway. There we go. That's what happens when you don't do this for a while. And then we're going to take this to Laped. That's it. And then we're gonna actually do an array. From there we'll do. Let's go. We're gonna do an approach from there. Okay, STS. Enter. All right, there's our flight plan. Looks good.
Sky 77 November, turn left heading 270. Zero Mike Juliet, contact Reading Tower 119.8. Star check 243, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain a 11,000 to 11,000.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Reading Tower, Moody 20 Mike Juliet, visual 16.
20 Mike Juliet, Reading Tower.
Okay, volts look good. We can go ahead and get started here.
24 Gust 33.
Clear to land 16, 20 Mike Juliet.
Alright, area's clear. Okay, everything's coming up smoothly so far, so good. Kind of have to hold this here in case we get a hot start. 30 by 30 is good. ITT's looking stable so far. 50 by 1 minute, that's good.
Showing both. Number 902 Tango to 7, maintain 7,000. Advise when you have Salt Lake City Airport in sight. 11 to 12 o'clock, 17 miles. Number 902 Tango, roger. Enter left downwind to clear to visual approach runway 17.
Alright, that's set. LFE set as well.
Star Trek 243, contact Fresno approach 119.6.
Okay, we're at 80 there. That's it. We can go ahead and test our standby. Okay, we're on standby. Volts look good. Amps look good. Go ahead and turn it back. Cast mesh has been removed. We are on the mains. That's set. Intercept's coming on.
Fresno approach, roger. Safe approach request. Star Trek 243, roger. IFR cancellation received. Did you want to remain with advisories for now? Star Trek 243, roger. No traffic observed between you and Visalia Airport. Radar service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Okay, after start checklist, throttle set, oil temps, everything is in the green. Go ahead and set our trims now. Okay, so trims look good. Aileron trim test good.
November 77 November, turn left heading 220. Advise when you have the
Rudder trim test is good. Alright, let's go ahead and go full flaps down. Make sure those are actually working.
Heading 220.
Okay, looks good on the right. Or on the left, looks good on the right. Alright, let's go back up to flaps up.
Or 77 November, roger. Expect Vector Alice runway 1, correction, runway 17 approach.
Standby trims are good. Intercept's on. Flight controls. We'll just kind of do a quick look, make sure they're working. Full right, full left, looks good. Full right, full left, looks good. And we can kind of see the back. Full back, full forward, that looks good as well. While we're looking back, we'll make sure that the table is stowed, which it is, checked. Do a quick feather check, not check, but just
Tower 20 Mike Juliet, clear Bravo.
feather it twice here, just getting some fluid to the propeller.
Bravo's frequencies Roger that.
Yeah, I'll do it once more since it's been a while since we've flown this.
Salt Lake Tower 118.3.
Okay, that's good. Flight plans been set. LFE is set, checked. Throttle's feathered twice. ESA's cast looks good. And taxi light will be coming on here.
Number 902 Tango, 9000 on the west downwind 17.
Number 902 Tango, Salt Lake Tower, runway 17.
Alright.
Clear to land, wind 180 at 11.
I didn't realize I had the stupid thing up the whole time.
That may have been bumped. It should be
My bad.
46. Verify that one able.
The chart in the way. I hate that.
Looks like you hit change. 3746, folks. Put it in.
Right, 902 Tango, confirm runway 17, clear to land.
That's right, 17 clear to land.
So we're the west transient parking.
November
77 November, turn left heading 200, intercept runway 17, localizer track inland.
Next to the tower.
Cessna 75 Sierra, runway 4, cleared for the option.
Runway 4, clear for the option. 75 Sierra.
At for ground, TBM of 389 Whiskey Sierra with Kilo. At transient parking just near tower, looking for a taxi.
Number 389 Whiskey Sierra, correction, the Medford ground runway 32, taxi via Alpha.
32 via Alpha, 89er Whiskey Sierra. God, I can't say that stupid call sign. Alright, clear on the right, clear left. Let's pull it back to taxi range. Okay, I'm November 389er Whiskey Sierra. I haven't used that call sign maybe once, so yeah, it's going to be something I'm going to have to try to remember. Kind of see where I'm at here on the map. Basically, this is Alpha right here, so I'm just going to taxi down to Alpha. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Wow, I forget how much stuff is like. When you do it a lot, it's easy to remember, but when you don't do it,
Clearance Delta 2100 with you requesting our
everything seems to be a struggle.
As filed, we have information, Charlie.
And Delta 2100, San Francisco, clearance, Roger. Verify navigational equipment type, please. I'm showing Airbus 320 slant November. I have no idea what that's supposed to indicate. I'm assuming you should be slant Lima, though, in that.
Yeah, I thought I got slant Lima on that. Sorry, Delta 2100.
Delta 2100, I'll make the change here. Cleared to Los Angeles Airport, Weslow 4 departure, eBay transition. So that is filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 6561.
Alright, cleared to LA and 14 departure, then eBay as filed. Climb via the SID, squawking 6561 for Delta 2100.
Delta 2100, is that correct?
One thing I didn't talk about is the departure here. We got to talk about this. It's going to be an ADF and DME required for the departure. See, I could actually came all the way down to here and asked for the taxi. That's alright, we're clear. Let's go ahead and taxi via Alpha. We'll get the chart up for the departure. It's the Brute 7. It's going to be quite an interesting departure, to say the least. Alright, so let me just take this back. Brute 7. We'll read this really quickly. Bring that up while I'm taxiing, maybe. Alright, 3-2, climbing right turn, heading 060, and the OED Vortac radial 098 to Brute intersection and thence. Alright, maintain 11,000. We're going all the way to Talem, so basically read this real quickly. 15 DME arc clockwise to Lipwu DME, and then on the OED Vortec radio 157 to Talem DME.
And San Francisco clearance, Delta 2100, ready to push.
Cool. So, let's take a look at what that looks like. Brute 7. So basically, we're going to take off runway 32. Right turn 060. Join the Rogue Valley 098 to Brute. Let me try to taxi while I'm looking at this. Then Brute to basically join the 15 DME arc counterclockwise all the way to the radio 157. And then we're going to make that left turn outbound on the Victor 23 basically to Talem, and then as filed.
Delta 2100, San Francisco.
Currently, we are cleared to
push
11,000.
on an active taxiway, so if you could let me know that, that would be great. We're in sure transponder mode C.
If we were taking off runway 14, we would actually need the Medford ADF, but we don't need that.
Is in Z. We're at gate 66, pushing on to Foxtrot for Delta 2100.
So let's go ahead and put in
Delta 113.6.
113.6.
Push approved onto Alpha, though. Expect runway 28 left.
Let me just, I'll get up here and stop real quick before we do all
Clear to
that.
push on the Alpha Delta 2100.
Number 902 Tango X left on Kilo 5. Join Kilo to the ramp. Monitor ground point 900. Good day.
Kilo 5 Kilo to the ramp, ground point 902 Tango, thanks.
Delta 2083, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
Reporting midfield, Cessna.
Alright, let's take a look real quick. I got a 13.6 and I positively identified it as Rogue Valley. That looks good.
Salt Lake Center, Roger.
That's pretty much the only
Cleared for the option.
VOR I need for now. Heading is going to be 060. I can go ahead and set that now. And then 098. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and set CDI 098. Okay, that's set. The other thing I want to do is put in, I'll do as 2 as well for now.
Portland delivery FedEx 3816 clearance to Oakland.
Alright, looking good.
3816 Portland clearance clear to Oakland Airport. Portland to 1 departure vectors to Rogue Valley. That has filed. Maintain 6000. Departure frequency 118.1.
Okay, PDOT's coming on.
FedEx 3816 is clear to Oakland. Portland 1
That's
departure
not what I wanted.
Rogue Valley then is filed. Climb 6000, departure 118.1 and squawk 6560.
Alright, landing lights. Put those on now so I don't forget. Okay, everything looks set there.
77 November, VFR traffic 10 o'clock, 4 miles south westbound, altitude indicates 2000, additional traffic at 1 o'clock, 7 miles eastbound indicating 2500, type unknown.
That's all set. What's our temperature? Alright, we're set. Trims are set for takeoff. I'm going to go flaps for takeoff. Coming down now. CAS is looking good. Only the intercepts on. Bleed set. LFE set. Fuel gauges are checked. Battery amps are less than 50. It's 61. I'm going to go ahead and just go with that. Altimeter is set 29908 and also in the backup. My SID is in. Alright, we're set for that. I'll go ahead and just zoom out in case we have problems. And we're squawking 2601 on the ground. So before takeoff checklist completed. Alright, we don't need that. Just what we're going to do for takeoff. After takeoff, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and move over to tower. Tower is going to be on 119.4. I'll switch that now.
November, traffic 12 o'clock now, 3 miles.
And then
southwest
departure
on the final indicating
is going to be
2,600
124.3. Get that ready to go.
The previously issued target off your 1 o'clock position is now passing off your 9
All right,
o'clock position.
we're set there.
Should be no factor as well.
All right, we're going to go Toga. We're set. Got CDI on VOR1. That's good. Since I'm not going to use any other VORs, I'm going to go ahead and set nav2 as well. Just in case we have an issue with nav1 on the departure. Go ahead and just switch over to VOR2 as well. Alright, that's set. Alright, any questions on the departure? I have no questions. I am ready to go. Taxi light, or sorry, landing lights are on. Medford Tower, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra is ready for departure 32.
Last aircraft calling on Andrew, say again.
TBM900 Whiskey Sierra is ready for departure 32.
389er Whiskey Sierra, Medford Tower, runway 32, cleared for takeoff, wind 010 at 10.
Clear for takeoff 32, 389er Whiskey Sierra. Alright, clear, clear. Alright, here we go. It's first flight in quite some time.
San Francisco clearance, Delta 2100, ready for taxi.
Delta 2100, runway 28 left. You should be switching to ground when you're ready to go, sir. Switch over to ground frequency now.
Switch to ground. San Francisco ground, Delta 2100, ready for taxi.
Delta 2100, roger. For future reference, to call ground for the pushback as well. I didn't catch you were on the wrong frequency there. Runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha, Foxtrot.
Alright, torque set.
Runway 1 left, runway 1 right.
All in the green. Let's push it up, torque.
You broke up there a little bit, Delta 2100, read back.
A little bit high.
There we
go. Alright, throttle set.
Cross runway 1 left, runway 1 right at taxiway Foxtrot.
Airspeed's alive. Instruments are in the green. And I love to run sideways to sideways on a runway. Just the way I like to roll.
Alright, crossing. Taxi to a left via Alpha Foxtrot, crossing.
Okay, positive rate, gear coming up.
And 1 right, Delta 2100.
Okay, torque is just a little bit high. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back just slightly.
Vessel 750, runway 4, cleared for the option.
And flaps are going to come up. And torque's still a little bit high.
Runway 4, clear for the option, step up, yeah.
Alright, speed's looking good. Right turn,
November,
060.
IFR cancellation or missed approach, frequency change approved.
Go ahead and arm the heading mode as well.
TBM900 Whiskey Sierra, contact Cascade departure.
Going to departure 9 Whiskey Sierra. Okay, there's 060. I got to hand fly this thing for now. Cascade departure, TBM 389er Whiskey Sierra 3500 climbing 1000.
389er Whiskey Sierra, Cascade departure, radar contact.
Okay, so here we go. We're just looking for the radial now. Still hand flying this right now. 060 on the heading. Okay, that's looking pretty good on the speed as well. Just looking to pick up the 098 outbound radial. Go ahead and turn the track IR off so I can look over to my chart real quick. Alright, and let's get my trim a little bit more stable for me. There's 5,000, looking for 11,000. And one thing I need to do is yaw damper. Should have done that a little bit earlier. Alright, you can see here, I'm starting to come down on the 098. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. I should have started my turn a little earlier. Still hand flying this, by the way. I'm looking for just before 15 that I'll make my right turn on the DME. Okay, 6,000 for 11. Currently 9 miles on the DME. Alright, getting back on course here a little bit. I had to overcorrect it slightly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put in the autopilot just for east for me. Flight level change 150. That's pretty good. We're in heading mode, and I want to go nav modes. My bad there. Alright, 7,000 for 11,000. 152 in the climb. We're currently navigating on VOR with the autopilot. Flight level change 150 Alt S on the altitude. I'm leaving the inert sep on for the time being. I'm currently 12 miles. After takeoff, landing gear up, flaps up.
Whiskey Sierra, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Was that for 389 Whiskey Sierra?
Yeah, 9er Whiskey Sierra, firm climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to 230 9er Whiskey Sierra. Man, I have trouble saying that. My my call sign. Okay, so now we're up to Alt S on 230. Up, and guess what? I am way over, just about over 15 miles. I should have started my turn sooner. Don't pay attention to this. This is not as accurate as you would think. You just got to fly this correctly. So I'm at 15 miles, which is what my arc needs to be. I just started my turn just a little bit too late. So what I need to do is just turn a little bit more towards the actual VOR to get back to 15, which I'm doing now. Okay, 10,000 for flight level 230. Okay, intercept's coming off. We're going to go ahead and wait for the torque to climb, and then we'll set our torque again. So we're at 15.3, and we're currently on the arc. Like I said, I don't pay attention to any of the nav stuff. If you really want to look at it, this is what you're going to look at right there. So
750 runway 4 cleared for the option.
I try to do that just so I can practice this with my instruments and not actually looking at my displays there. Alright, intercept's off. Torque's climbing nicely. We're going to go ahead and just push up the throttles just a little bit more. Get a little bit more speed out of this and more climb rate. Okay, we're right at 15.1 on the arc. That looks pretty good. All right, what we're looking for is 157 is our departing point. Once we get to 157, radial, and then that's when we're going to actually fly 157. All right, twist 10, turn 10. Delay my turn slightly because I'm at 14.9. 13,000. Flight level 230 is our climb up to climb. Okay, right at 15 on the DME, looking pretty good on the arc.
Delta 2100, contact the tower when you're ready. That's an automatic switch. Delta 2100, San Francisco Tower, wind 230 at 10, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, so after takeoff checklist has been
Number 9
completed.
Here, contact Seattle Center 135.15, 3515.
3515 at 389er Whiskey Sierra.
Delta 2083, descend at pilot.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
240.
That almost scared the hell out of me. I didn't even realize anybody was watching. 3515. Okay, we're right at 15 miles. Okay, we're going to go ahead and twist, turn.
7577 November, Seattle approach, roger, IFR cancellation received. Have a good day.
Actually, I want to keep this at 137. Let's go ahead. We're at 135.15. Seattle Center, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra is 15,500. Climbing flight level 230.
That's about once. Only one I caught was November 389er Whiskey Sierra, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 290.
Up to 290 Niner Whiskey Sierra. God, man. This call sign that I chose is not an easy one to say. I guess I just got to get more practice with it. But anyways. All right, so we're still at the 50. Like we're right on the arc here. We're looking for 157. That's 20 degrees more to go. What's up, Howler? Alright, let's twist 10. We're going to go to 147 there. And the reason I'm doing 147, 157 is because I'm departing at 157. Okay, torque, I can go ahead and push that up a little bit more.
Mike Juliet Reading, ground, roger, clear to San Luis Airport, Shasta 3 departure, vectors to Red Bluff.
17,000, climbing flight level 290. So we still got a ways to climb.
2.2, squawk 3470.
Right on the 15 miles still.
Mike Juliet, verify departure frequency 132.2.
Okay, there we are. We're on the 147 radial.
Mike Juliet, read that correct. Delta 2100, contact NorCal departure.
Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch this over to 157. Wait, I already had it on 157.
Delta 2100, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Alright, so standard barometer, set and set. Okay, we're coming up on the, let me look at, that's what we're coming up on, so let's go ahead and make our left turn now. A little bit late on the turn outbound. So if you look here, we're basically right here. We're making this left turn to Talem. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit my flight plan. I'm gonna do just because we're gonna go once I get to Talem, which is 20 DME, I'm going to activate this leg. I'm going to activate that leg anyways. I'm going to activate nav mode. Actually, what I'm going to do here.
XL 3816 Portland ground runway 10 right, taxi via Echo Charlie.
That's pretty much good
runway
practice.
3 at
I
Charlie.
can go ahead and switch over now to GPS. Alright, GPS is armed. We're still in heading mode for now. I have the Talem to Lem activated.
Number 750 runway 4 cleared for the option.
At flight level 210 and up to 290. Go ahead and set my throttle up a little bit more, get a little more power out of this thing. Alright, just need to get my heading just a hair more. Right now it's showing off just because I activated the next leg. I'm still at under 20, I'm about 1 mile from Talem, which it should come up here shortly. Kind of take a look at where I'm at here on the map. I'm going to increase my speed just a hair as well. And a little bit more torque. Okay, we're still armed for GPS. We're currently in heading mode. Flight level change 160, Alt S up to flight level 290. Currently 224. Yeah, I'm going to need to go a little bit more to intercept this leg a little bit. I switched over a little bit too soon, which isn't... I'm not incredibly off, but I should have waited. Alright, let's get rid of that. Take a look at my actual flight plan here. Alright, this is what we are
Delta 2100, contact Oakland Center, 127.
going to be doing here. So we're coming up, we're just right about here now. I did that big, nice arc. Now we're coming down Victor 23. All the way to Red Bluff and then Victor 25. And I'll do a RNAV. I'm going to do the RNAV 14. But depending on the winds, I might do a circle to land or a straight in. We'll see what happens.
Delta 2100, Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain 310, Delta 2100.
Alright.
Delta 2083, contact Salt Lake Center.
I need to intercept us a little bit more.
1330,
Look, we have a 70 knot wind coming from our right, so that's kind of pushing us out the whole time. That was kind of what we were fighting here to get onto this leg. You can see just by looking at the map right here.
2083, flight level 340, PD to flight level 240.
All right, 250, 4,000 to go. Go ahead and give a little more torque here.
Delta 2083, cross Carter at and maintain a 15,000, Salt Lake City altimeter 299er.
Wow, I didn't realize we're going to be fighting such a headwind here. I thought it was going to be about 40 knots, and not really 70, but that's okay. It's almost, it's not totally a headwind, but it's good enough here. We should be capturing the GPS here shortly. Alright, 3,000 to go on the climb. Torque looks good. Our cabin out and differential is good. Oxygen pressure, ooh, we got 22 on the PSI. Alright, let's do this. Let's look up, make sure I've turned on the oxygen, obviously. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be breathing right now.
I'm sorry, last aircraft calling unanswered, so I got someone in my ear.
Okay, active on GPS now. Currently on the leg from Talem to Leem.
16, taxi via Bravo Delta, cross runway 12 at taxiway Delta.
2,000 to go on the climb.
There, Mike Juliet, confirm departure runway, please, with the reback runway 16, taxi via Bravo Delta, cross runway 12 at taxiway Delta.
Alright, let's go ahead and do our checklist. Let's get rid of that. We need to have a chart button here. Okay, alt select is set. Auto altimeter is set for standard. Autopilot is checked. Torque adjustments good. And go ahead and just push it up just a little bit more on the torque. Weather radar, I'll go ahead and guess I can set that now. Should have had that on a little bit earlier, but didn't necessarily need it. Okay, 1,000 to go. Pressurization's been checked. Fuel gauges are checked. 84, 85 looks good. Amps, volts are all good. DI system is as required, and inert sep's off. Landing lights is, well, let's go ahead and turn that off now. There we go. Go ahead and take a look outside. And before I do that, let me just check my altitude.
Runway 4 cleared for the option.
Okay, go and push this thing up. We can pretty much give it max throttle now. Take a look here. And we got it 40 miles out. Seems like I'm stuttering pretty good right now for some reason. You see here I'm getting about 24 frames. Alright, that's good. Something happened where it was not so stable on the frames there. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're level. Alt, flight level 290. Speed's coming up nicely. Torque set.
16, contact departure.
Everything else looks good. And our climb checklist has been completed. Let's go ahead and go to our cruise checklist next. Pretty much almost the same stuff we just checked. Altimeter set, autopilot, torque adjustment. We should have torque, normal cruise. Let's use maximum cruise. That's set. OAT is minus 42. Just doing my calculation there. Okay. It's minus 42. Yeah. So maximum torque should be about, let's see, actually, let's do normal torque. Should be about 93. That's what it's looking like. Alright, east cast is good. Pressurization, fuel gauges, amps, volts are checked, and checked. TI system inert sep is as required. Landing lights are off. Top of descent is, let's go ahead and we can compute that now. So what we're going to look for here, we're just going to bring this chart up real quick. Actually, let me zoom in on this part. Okay. So if we go right here, so 6,500 from Lapit to Phippum. So we'll use 6,500. Actually, we'll use we'll go 6,000.
16, turn right heading 170, direct Rogue Valley, you enable.
Actually, we'll go 7,000 as our descent point altitude. So that's 22,000 that we'll need to descend. Let's figure, if we figure we do, we could do a nice slow descent. We can do a 1,000 feet per minute descent. It's going to take us 22 minutes. And we're going to be roughly, I don't know, 3 miles per minute. So about 66 miles from Lapid is, we want to do 1,000 feet per minute descent, or we can go 33 miles and do a 2,000 feet per minute. So something in that area for our calculations. So in order to do that, so Lapid here, so 67 miles is right from Red Bluff. So from Red Bluff, if we do a 1,000 foot per minute descent, we'll get down to Lapid right at 7,000. So I mean that's pretty good there. So we'll figure somewhere in there. If we want to do a 1,500 foot per minute, it'll be a 44. It'd be 44 miles. So it'll be 22 miles from Red Bluff. If we want to do a 2,000 feet per minute, it'll be 42 miles from Red Bluff. So that's our calculations. That's enough math for today. Don't need to do any more of that. Let's go ahead and take a look outside real quick.
3816, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
Nice cloudy day. Hey, who's drinking that whiskey in there? I see him with the shot of whiskey. Alright, this thing's bouncing around a little bit. For that view, at least it was. So I'll just make sure I won't do anything crazy here. I like to declutter this a little bit when I'm up there. I don't need to know about the airspace below me when I'm at 29,000 feet. So kind of give a look at that.
Mike Juliet, Reading Tower, runway 16, cleared for takeoff. Wind.
Get rid of that. My bad on the map.
Is 150 at 20, gust 31.
Cool. Still GPS at flight level 290. Everything's looking good. Instruments are in the green. What would we do if we had an MFD failure here? Well, wouldn't cause us too much problems.
FedEx 3816, level 15,000.
Go ahead and pull that breakout real quick. Just take a look.
16, Seattle Center, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Lost our MFD.
Maintain 330, FedEx 3816.
Still flying.
Correction, TBM900 Mike, correction, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra. Contact Oakland Center 132.905.
32959 Sierra Whiskey Sierra. I can say it just as well as you. All right, 3295. Yeah, that's ridiculous call sign. Oakland Center, TBM 389er Whiskey Sierra. Good afternoon, flight level 290.
We're 389er Whiskey Sierra, Oakland Center, Roger.
9er Whiskey Sierra. Alright, anyway, so I was just showing you
Delta 2083 contact.
basically if that went out. We can still go to flight plan here. We can still look at our flight plan as well. Gotta hit the right buttons though. Alright, without me doing anything stupid, I'm going to go ahead and
Delta
not
2083,
do
select
anything
approach,
else
stay
there.
altitude, leaving.
In reality,
23,
you know what?
altitude checks, expect the ILS
Practicing
runway
my
16
departure there, I could to get rid of the screen. I could have just pulled up circuit breaker instead of just like not looking at it, just for practice. I had to zoom out so that way you can't tell where I'm really at, like looking at the map.
Delta 2083, descend via the Nordic 6 arrival, runway
Kind of keeps you honest in that
16 left,
in that
contact
terms.
cleared
But
ILS, runway 16 left approach. Delta 23, verify descend via the Nordic 6 arrival, cleared ILS, runway 16 left approach.
just trying to see what are the winds. Okay, they're favoring right now. They're favoring 1-4. So.
Number 0, Mike Juliet, contact Oakland Center.
I would do more pictures outside of the orthos, but seeing that we got all these clouds, it's not going to help too much.
20, Mike Juliet, Oakland Center, radar contact, maintain 900,000.
9,000, Mike Juliet.
Number 0, Mike Juliet, proceed direct to Red Bluff on course.
Red Bluff on course, Mike Juliet.
I'm heading directly to Red Bluff too. It's kind of funny. Not really sure where he's at. I don't see any traffic around me here. Okay, instruments are all in the green. Everything's looking good. Ground speed's 286. Got a right to left crosswind here.
2 o'clock, 7 miles northeastbound, indicating 1,500. That's the nearest that would be a factor for you at the moment.
My whiskey glass is a little bit empty here, so I'm going to step away for 2 minutes to go refill it. Oakland Center, TBM900 at Whiskey Sierra. I'd like to step away for 2 mics.
TBM900 Whiskey Sierra, roger. Purchase request, that advise back on.
We'll go. 9er Whiskey Sierra. Be right back.
Delta 2100, contact LA Center 133.2. Good night.
Orders, LA Center on 133.2. Connect, Delta 2100.
Delta 2083, previously issued traffic is no longer a factor.
Here we go. I am back. See if my plane's still flying like it should be. Looks good there. Oakland Center 9 Whiskey Sierra is back on frequency.
TBM900 Whiskey 200.
What would happen if I like changed the weather to be give me a tailwind here? Do custom weather in the middle of the flight. I don't know. What kind of trouble could we get into? Let's see. Just thinking about some failures. Circuit breakers actually getting pulled. Not sure what we could do to cause some problems here. Like oxygen pressure? I don't want to mess with that because then I'm going to have to do a damn descent. And I don't want to be at 10,000 feet right now. See what happens. I just want to pull that one out. See what that does. Oh, I wonder. Oh, that's transponder 2. Is there another transponder here? If I pull that out, he's gonna be like, "I don't see you on the radar anymore." But that's labeled number 2. Let's see. So on bus 1, maybe where is the transponder? What am I missing here? Oh, there it is, right there. I wonder if the secondary transponder would kick in. Alright, so what did I do? I pulled out my weather radar. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, bus radar fault. That's cool. So what would we do if that happened? Let's go to checklist. There ain't nothing really that we're going to... It's not really a cast message or supplemental. Probably nothing there.
183, Roger, contact Salt Lake Tower 119.05.
Yeah, that's not going to be any big deal. There ain't going to be a checklist for that. So let's
go. 2083, Salt Lake Tower, wind to 150 at 7, runway 16 left, clear to land.
But let's see what happens when I pull... If I pull out transponder 1... Whoops. Okay, no cast messages. What if I pull out my second transponder? What would happen? Okay, let's see what happens here. See if I get in trouble here. Okay, transponder failure. Alright, let's go ahead and knock that back in before I start getting yelled at here. Alright, we're back on, but we're on standby now, so let's go ahead and put it into Alt. Look at this thing spinning. It's trying to pick up something. Ain't gonna happen. Okay. Alright, everything's looking good. We're all in the green. I mean, I could go up here and do some... Wait. Edit failures. It could fail something. I don't know what. Avionics. System-wide failure. MFD failure. I don't know. It's been a while since I've flown this plane, so maybe I don't want to mess with it because I'm not really sure what I would do. Engine failure. Oh wait, I got an engine governor failure. I don't know why that is like
Firebird
that.
1 Phoenix approach, squawk 6534, verified type.
Look at my, oh god, something's stuttering the hell out of my plane right now. Alright, so since I pulled that, I'll just go ahead and go back to weather. I wonder what would happen if I pulled the ESS bus out. I'm not going to do it now.
Firebird 1 radar contact 1 2 miles northwest.
But if I pull this, knock that off, I'm not sure what happens. I'll go ahead and throw that guard back on.
Firebird 1 roger, cleared into the Bravo airspace, report on the station. So Phoenix altimeter 3000.
So here,
460 heavy, San Francisco.
so I lost my PFD.
For departure, Intel transition that is filed. Climb via SID.
But look what happens. It automatically moves over to the MFD, and everything goes on to the secondary PFD, which is cool. So this is basically what I would see here. Watch, I'll show you. Here, that's what I would see on mine.
20 Mike Juliet, I have an amendment to your routing advice, ready to copy.
Did I tell him I was back on? Yeah, I did tell him I was back on frequency. If I wanted to go, I'll wait till this comes back up.
Number 0 Mike Juliet, I have an amendment to your routing advice, ready to copy.
0 Mike Juliet, ready to copy.
0 Mike Juliet, Roger, cleared to San Luis Airport after the Linden VOR Victor 113 to Morro Bay VOR.
Yeah, if I wanted to just
extended to Morro Bay now, Mike,
basically display back up there. Puts all three monitors, has all the information there. So basically, if we have a problem with any of this, we can have everything we need just on one of the displays. It's, you know, basically all we need to actually fly the plane. Coming up on a red table here. Remember, if I wanted to descend now at 1,000 feet per minute, I could start thinking about descending. So let's go ahead and start thinking about getting our ATIS and all that crap over there. So ATIS is 120.55. Yeah, I hate that. What did I say? Oh, no, 55. Okay. Alright, so I'm at 120.55. 120.55, alright. Just can't pick it up yet, too far away. That's fine.
Firebird 100, proceed as requested.
What I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to set Red Bluff 115.7 so I can get some DME off of that for my descent purposes. 115.7, I'll go ahead and set that in now. Alright, we got Red Bluff. We're currently 6 miles. Positively this marker here is basically telling me it's positively identified, just fine. It's basically the same thing as listening to the Morse code. Okay, so it's beep 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 beep. I can't do that. No, anyways, all right. So yeah, so same thing. That basically by it identifying here is saying you positively identified it, so we're good. Okay, come to 120.55, which is my ATIS. Looks good there. We're going to plan for the RNAV 14. Let's go and take a look. So from Laped, basically 6,500 is the lowest altitude there. And then basically we'll pick up the IAF at FIPM. From there it's 55,000 with no procedure turn to Lozwu to Ahiti and Usiv. And then depending on which the winds are, we'll either do a circle or we'll do a straight in. Right now the winds were 200, so to me that's going to be more of a straight in for 14. Notes, everything looks good here. Oakland Center is 127.8 and the tower is on 118.5. It'll be basically a CTAF because it's not towered in Pilot Edge. So 14, when we get off, we're going to get off somewhere right. We'll probably have to come down. You can see here, but we'll have to pass this. We'll have to come down here and probably taxi all the way back here, right near the tower. But anyways, our MDA is going to be 600 feet because we're in the Bravo here. Or if we're doing a circle, it's going to be 680 with 1 mile visibility. Missed approach will be to climb to 5,000, direct to WDSTC and hold. Continue to climb and hold 5,000. Okay, so here's WDSTE. Basically come off here, direct there. It's going to be basically a parallel entry with the right turn 322 with a 5 mile turn in. It's not going to be the standard 1 minute outbound turn. It's going to be the 5 nautical miles from WDSTC. That's our approach briefing as needed. Oh yeah, airport elevation is 129 feet, and we have 5,880 feet of runway to work with there. No questions on the approach, and I think we're good there. We can go ahead and get rid of that. Go ahead and do our before descent checklist. Okay, briefing before approach completed. Yes, altimeters are set. Pressurization is checked. We have our LFE is 126 checked. Fuel gauge is checked. 7071 looks good. Amps volts are what we need. DI system is good. NERTSEP is off as required. So before descent checklist completed. And we'll get this one ready to go. Just kind of look it over so we know what to expect. Pretty much standard stuff there. Go ahead and take that off.
Where's Zero Mike Juliet? That Chico altimeter 29905, more than 1 hour old.
So right now, if we descended, it would be 1,500 feet per minute if we wanted to do our descent here. So I'm still trying to get the ATIS, wait for that thing to come up. I don't know how long it's going to take.
TBM900 with you, Sierra, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain a 10,000, 10,000.
Down to 10,000, pilot discretion, 89er Whiskey Sierra. I can't say that.
Whiskey Sierra, center Rose altimeter 3000, that's more than 1 hour old. Advise when you have the automated weather and approach request to enable.
Wilco, 389er Whiskey Sierra. Alright, so I can get down to 1,000. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to descend down at, right now I estimated 1,500 feet per minute. So let's go ahead and set that now. Send. Wrong way. We're going to keep an eye on our torque as we get lower. My frames, you can see right here in the bottom corner, very small here. I have this program that basically adjusts the load to try to keep the frames right around 30. Right now it's at 24. I'm not sure why it's struggling right now. That was weird. Oh yeah, I hit the tower button. That's why. I'm not sure what tower that is, but whatever. It's kind of cool. Wait. Who was that meathead next to me? Hold on a second. Do I see two people up front? Yep. Alright, here we go. Starting to descend. Torque, see, there we go. See, that's why I want to keep an eye on that. I got to pull this throttle back. I don't want that torque to get too high for too long. Not picking up the weather though. 120.55. What I can do though is we can go here. I'll tell you what. We're gonna go.
Starboard 100, proceed as requested.
We're gonna go to airport. No. KSTS. Anybody know who Charles Schultz is? Hopefully. I'm not sure what he has to do with Santa Rosa, but I probably should look that up. But he's the creator, isn't that the creator of Peanuts? Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up, Freight Dog? Yeah, I'm not sure what. Maybe he lived there in Napa. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. All right, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, let's go back to airports, and we're gonna look at the weather here. I'm not picking it up ATIS in flight here, so we're gonna look at we got winds 2005 knots, 5 miles of visibility with rain, broken, scattered. Down to 1600, broken 2500. Oh, you gotta get this plane, man. I mean, if you can fork out $65, it's the best plane you can have. I mean, I don't ever. Oh, my torque. I don't ever want to tell somebody they have to buy something because everybody's financial situation is a little different. But I mean, if you can fork it over and you want to fly a plane that needs to be flown a specific way, like it should be flown, this is the one to get. All right, so we'll expect. So we're gonna call. We got the weather. Not sure how we need to report that because there's no real ATIS system, I guess, on that, but that's fine. Alright, so we got the weather. We're going to ask for the RNAV 14 from FIPM, I guess. That's the IAF there. Alright, let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's a great plane. It's good. It's the best steady plane there is. I mean, if you check my torque, yeah, I mean you do something that you shouldn't be doing in here, you're gonna break it, and it's gonna cost you virtual money on the thing. But Just don't mess with the throttle when it's not running. That was the first thing I ever did. Was I was sitting here and I was trying to figure out how my throttle worked with this throttle, and I was sitting there throwing this thing in reverse and all that stuff when it was not just sitting on the run. It was like next thing I know, it's like $100,000 in damage. And I'm just like, wait, I was just looking, trying to figure it out. Yeah. Oh, he died in Santa Clara. Okay, or Santa Rosa. Well, I'm a Bay Area guy. I've lived here almost all of my life,
Sonoma Co information call.
except for when I was in the military. But
Wind 170 at 10. Visibility.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm just south of here.
2,000 scattered. 5,000 broken. 8,000 over.
Altimeter 30000. That looks good. Okay.
10. Altimeter 3000.
Firebird 100.
Arriving runway 14.
Oakland Center TBM900 Whiskey Sierra has got the weather with the request.
9 Whiskey Sierra, say approach request.
I request the RNAV runway 14, I guess from FIPM 389 Whiskey Sierra.
9 Whiskey Sierra, under request.
Man, I can't not say my freaking call sign. Yeah, I live just south of San Jose, so I'm, yeah. Hey, thanks for subscribing, man. Appreciate it. Wow. I was wondering what that sound was. To be honest, I was like, whoa, what's that sound? All right, we're gonna go 3000 set. Yeah, let me know how how you like this plane. If you need the Discord channel for the hot start, which is where all your information is going to be, I can give you a link to that as well. All right, torque is a little bit high.
9 Whiskey Sierra, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
32.2, 9 Whiskey Sierra. My call sign sucks. I don't know why I picked this call sign, but it's the hardest thing for me to say. It's kind of crazy. Oakland Center TBM 389 Whiskey Sierra, flight level 183, descending 1000.
389 Whiskey, Oakland Center, leaving Sonoma County, altimeter 3000. Clear direct, FIPM, cross FIPM, at or above 7,000. Cleared RNAV, runway 14 approach.
Yeah, 300 on the altimeter, clear direct FIPM, maintain 7,000 till the FIPM, and cleared for the RNAV 389 Whiskey Sierra. That was freaking hard to say. All right, flight. Gonna go here. So we're cleared direct to FIPM. So we're gonna go. Oh, let's go procedure. I should have had.
460 San Francisco ground. Good evening. Runway 28 left. Taxi via Foxtrot. Cross.
Should have had this been ready.
19 left
It's going to be 14. I was kind of talking, so I'm just gonna.
Just confirm that was United 460.
I'm just gonna go ahead and load. I'm not gonna do the minimums right now. So flight plan. So direct. So we can go ahead and hit menu. We can actually go. Sorry, not menu. We're gonna hit the direct button there. Okay, so we're direct to FIPM. Enter. Okay, so we're GPS mode, direct to FIPM. And he said 7,000, so we can go ahead and descend down to 7,000. We're cleared for the approach.
There's 0 Mike Juliet, Sacramento, altimeter 30.
So here we go, direct to FIPM. We got the approach down. Okay, torque set. 5,000. Altimeters are set. Let's go ahead and get our approach checklist ready. Okay, everything looks good there. Okay, just a quick look here. This is our approach from, we're direct to FIPM 7,000, and then we're cleared on the approach.
FedEx 3816, connect Oakland Center 132.95.
3295, fax 3816.
Looking pretty good right now. Got 11 miles to go to FIPM. Alright, get rid of that chart. Take a look outside real quick while I can. Cloudy as hell. I'm looking out my window and it's about the same amount of clouds. I think, yeah, it's been raining here nonstop for the last, like, I don't know, month and a half. I felt like I moved to Seattle. That's kind of funny.
Welcome Center FedEx.
All right, it's been quite a while since I've actually flown this plane, so it's gonna get it's gonna start getting a little busy here, but no big deal. We'll get through it. All right, one thing I didn't brief on the approach or on my approach is the MSA, which is very important. So anything 25 miles from Akuti is 5900. Okay, and so here's Akuti. That's my missed approach point. So anything from that missed approach point is going to be 5900. So it's always good to know what your MSA is around the area there. So I'm actually direct to my first point on the approach. Looks good. Just gonna take a look. Whoops, don't want to do that. Hit the wrong button sometimes. All right, 11,500.
Firebird 1 procedures requested, maintain VFR.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull back the throttles just a little bit because I can descend a little bit quicker here. Let's go ahead and pull this.
460 Heavy San Francisco target, evening wind 250 at 10 runway 28 left, clip takeoff.
Descend a little bit quicker now. Alright, let's do our approach checklist. Altimeters are set, checked. Coming up on FIPM now. Minimums, they are 680. I didn't put them in the flight plan just because I was trying to get to the direct to. That's fine. Get rid of that. Let's get this up. LFE is checked. Pressurization is coming down nicely. Looks good. Fuel gauges are set. Amps, volts are all in the green. DI system as required. I'll put the NERTSEP on as I need it. I'll go ahead and put the landing lights on now because we're in kind of bad weather. And it's better to do it now so I don't forget, actually. Mostly. Alright, go ahead and get rid of this. We'll go ahead back to... Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, when you get this plane, go and get the app. It's called POH Performance. Or you can actually just go to pohperformance.com and you can pick up this app, or you can have it on the web browser, and it basically gives you everything you need for checklists, all that kind of stuff. It gives you all sorts of good information. I'm
Zero Mike Juliet, contact NorCal approach 127.4. 274, Zero Mike Juliet.
Anyways,
460 heavy, contact NorCal departure.
but yeah, it gives you all the stuff that you need for this plane. I'm a little bit high here. So, where are we at? Final approach. Yeah, so pohperformance.com. That's what you want. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to go here. I use flightplan.go. It's a free app, just like it's similar to ForeFlight, but it's probably not even close to the quality, but it's still nice. So I've been cleared for the approach. Alright, from Lozwu to 80. Alright. I can never say the names, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and descend down. 3,300. Alright, let's get this off the screen here. But anyways, yeah, flightplan.go or whatever it works really good for planning flights and all sorts of good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to exit Alpha 5 and taxi back Alpha Alpha 5 to Zulu back to the terminal area. Anyways, let's get to what I need to do here. Start descending a little bit better. Alright, so I'm at my front approach fix now. So I need to get down to 1700. I'm really high here. I was too high. Alright, so 1700.
Landing gear.
Alright, we're under speed. We're going to go, we're 178 or less, so we're going to go flaps takeoff. First stage of flaps, we're going to go gear down. It's just going to help the drag for me.
Sierra, no traffic observed between you and the airport. Report cancellation of IFR within 5 minutes of landing. Change to advisory frequency is approved.
We'll cancel on the ground and frequency change approved. Niner Whiskey Sierra. Okay, 118.5. Santa Rosa traffic, TBM 389er Whiskey Sierra, RNAV 1480. I don't see nothing. Need to descend down a little quicker here. A little behind here. So I'm looking for 80 to Yusuf. 80 to Yusuf, so 1700. I got 2 miles to go here. Gears down. Let's go ahead and slow this down just a little bit more. We'll get my final stage of flaps down. 122, that looks good. Go final stage of flaps. Still need to descend. I'm about 1,000 feet too high right now. Okay, runway's in sight. There we go. I'm going to land here, so we're good. So far, so good. Okay, lost the runway. Always love getting a text from my wife right when I'm on final here. That's always fun to read text messages while you're... Okay, so coming up 1700. Now I can descend down to 680. Whoops. Go to 700. And missed approach point is 0.9 to Akuti. So we still got 3.4 to go. We don't have to descend so quickly now. Do this a little bit better. Full flaps, landing gears down. Inert sep should have been on a long time ago. My bad. Let's go ahead and set the torque. We got good speed. That looks good. Let's go ahead and look back up. The runway's in sight. Let's go ahead and get autopilot off. Okay, throttle looks good. Engine instruments are in the green. I have control. Okay, inert set is on, checked. Let's go ahead and take our tricar and landing gears on. That looks good. A little slow, give them a little more power. Santa Rosa traffic, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra's 3 mile final, 1-4, full stop. Santa Rosa. That was horrible self-announcing, but whatever. I think they get the picture. Okay, now a little bit fast. It looks like I got 2 red, 2 white. It's a little bit fast. Going to pull back the torque just a hair. Looking for about 15 to 20 on the torque here. Alright, looking pretty stable. Remember, I'm looking to exit left at Alpha 5 as well. Landing checklist is completed. Let's go ahead and pull up. Let's get that in the picture. You can see my movements here are just a little bit slow. Okay, 2 red, 2 white, looking good. My approach is fairly good, just a hair slow. I want to be right about 95. I'm going to give it just a little bit more torque there. Yeah, I don't think my altimeters are matching. Right now I'm a little bit high. Alright, torque is looking good. That's basically where I want to set it. Fairly stable here, just a slight bit low. Okay, I've made the field. I'm going to go and pull back the throttle.
Airspeed.
Looking down to the end of the runway there. Just holding, 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 and there we go. Don't really need I guess I got to get off there, but I'm just going to go ahead and get off here. Yes, that was kind of a hard turn there, but whatever. Makes it so much simpler to get off here at Alpha 4. Because I'm actually going to go and park right up here. Anyways, Santa Rosa traffic, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra is clear, 1-4. Alright, let's go ahead and switch back over to... yes, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm switching back over. I'm going to cancel IFR before I forget. Otherwise, my old ass will forget to cancel. I'm just going to park right here. Didn't really come up with a good place to park. I didn't really actually prep that, but so this looks good to me. Oakland Center, TBM900 Whiskey Sierra. I'd like to cancel IFR.
239 Whiskey Sierra, Oakland Center, IFR cancellation received.
Thanks. Alright, boom. Oop. Turn that off. Oops, turn that off. Okay. Let's go ahead and do... it's been so long since I've done this, so I'm going to actually run through the runway clear checklist real quick. Taxi light, nav lights are good. It's hard to see this, so what I'm going to do is I click on here so that way I can see all these buttons. One thing you want to for sure do is turn the pidots off. We can turn the bleeds off. AC can come off. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button. For some reason I keep hitting the right click, but that's fine. Okay, landing gear, flap should be up. Elevation on the trims. Let's go ahead and set that. Actually, can't do that when I don't have that set. I'm not sure why I turned that AP trims off. That was not the right thing to do, but that's fine. NERP set is off. It's still on. Go ahead and turn that off now. That's fine. We wait about 2 minutes without any power, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of the. Go ahead and cut off the power here. Trims set, flaps, AC bleeds, transponder is set. It's actually automatic. We'll check. Whoops. We'll check our weather radar. It's in standby. It looks good. Runway clear checklist has been completed. Engine shutdown. Parking brake, we'll go ahead and set that now. It's set, checked. Exterior lights, interior lights, oxygen. We can go ahead and turn the oxygen off. Fuel selector to manual, that's good. Okay, so idle's been set for 2 minutes. We can go ahead and, oops, that's not what I wanted. Go ahead and cut off there. NERP set's off. We should get the auto boost pump. Cast message should come on here in a second. Okay, there it is. Go ahead and turn aux boost pump off. Generator to off.
3815, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain level 250.
And
PD250,
source to off.
3816.
And it's been about 40 seconds for our NERTSEP to fully open now. And so we're good to go. So we can go ahead and shut down, and that's going to be it for me. So that was my first flight in the TBM in probably a month or more, actually. I've flown maybe once or twice on Pilot Edge the last 6 weeks. Just been pretty busy with work and stuff like that. So that was kind of a good refresher. I got to do the Brute 7 departure, which is fun, flying the 15-mile arc out of there from Rogue Valley. That was fun. That went really well. I thought I did fairly good at that. Maintained the 15-mile arc as expected. The climb out was good. Cruise was uneventful. My descent probably... the descent was fine, but I could have probably been more prepared for the approach, just so I didn't have to do... I could have done better job at the checklist items and just been more stable on the approach sooner. Just if I had any kind of problems or whatever, I might have had some issues just trying to figure out what what need to be done. But thankfully I didn't have any issues, and so it ended up being fine. But other than that, the landing was good. I exit the runway a little quicker than I probably should have, but I saw that Alpha 4. Didn't think I was going to be able to get slowed down in time for that, so I was planning for Alpha 5. But anyways, I turned that hard left there, and it's fine. So debrief is a good flight overall. Some good stuff. Follow the checklist. Follow your work items. I haven't flown this plane actually up to above in the flight levels for a good 6 months. I mean, a good couple of months, or at least. Most of my flights were just kind of 12 to 14,000 smaller, shorter flights. So that was kind of fun to get up to high altitudes there. So that was fun as well. Everybody, thanks for the support, the follows, the subscribes, everything. That was awesome. I plan to do some more flights here in the near future. So I'm not sure what everybody wants to see. TBM, I have the FlyJ sim as well. I'm gonna try to get back into that and go with that. Hey, thanks for everything, Freight Dog. Yeah, get the TBM. You'll enjoy it. Any questions? Do you have the Discord for a hot start? I can send that to you as well. Let's do. I'll just send a quick copy of that. Yeah, here. That's for the TBM Discord. A lot of information in there. Good support. They're got to be the best support. They find problems. They look for fixes right away. So, anyways, that's it for me. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Good night.